Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be taking a look at some more Zacian in the Master League Classic with a slightly new team. We did use Kyogre with it yesterday, but we're going to be pairing it up with Excadrill. So we're going to run this team the entire time and just take a look. I'm going to tell you, like, my excitement right now does not equal to the tone in my voice, okay? I am ecstatic. I am in love with this thing. It's absolutely phenomenal, okay? And yes, we were able to get that shiny Galarian Surf fetched. It took me about, I would say anywhere between, it was like 12 or 15 raids, and we got it. I was not going to go hard like I did Heracross. And no, I did not get the shiny Heracross. Nope. But that's okay. Like I stated, I was in for the XL candies. The shiny was a bonus, and we didn't get it. Hey, it is what it is. Like we described before, you put the money into the game. The odds are kind of a little wacky, yes. But anyways, let's get into this. All right, what do we have going on here? And we'll, like usual, get into that commentary in a moment. We have a nice, long, lengthy video for you showcasing this so you can be 100% confident, certain as to the performance, what it can do. We did bring you a video yesterday, but that was fresh out the box, very new. I really was not too comfortable using it. I still found it amazing. Like I stated in my videos, I could just sense and see the potential within this from using it, even though I didn't play it the best. But today is a new day. We have more experience, and I'm going to tell you some tips here to help you actually increase the performance potentially of your Zacian. All right, so Excadrill was absolutely amazing. To be honest with you, this could be a showcase of how good Excadrill is. Also, Kyogre is a solid Pokemon, let's be honest. And I want to have you take note, please, of IVs. I have horrible IVs on all three of these things. I wouldn't go as far as saying horrible, but not anywhere near, 100, right? Why do I do this? Because I know IVs don't matter too much. Now, if you're thinking, well, what about the mirror matches? What about winning CMP? Yeah, that's absolutely a thing. And I'm going to show you later down the line, it's going to be towards the end or mid, why, all right, my Kyogre is going to go up against another Kyogre that looks like a level, like, I don't know, maybe 51. It might be Best Buddy, but it is a 100% IV. And, well, it's just going to be a double KO. I mean, a lot of these things happen like this. All right, so Zacian. Things that I learned yesterday on how to use it with specifically close combat. Play rough is going to be circumstantial, and you can go wild charge. You can go even Iron Head if you want. But the reason why I do not go wild charge is because I don't want it to be a complete kamikaze Pokemon, hence the name that I gave it. Also, the name of the apparent one of the last ninjas. All right, so all of my names that I pick, most of them, some of them are a play on words, some of them are just a nickname, something funny, but I would say 90% of the time, names that I give my Pokemon have a meaning to it and are referred to some sort of mythology, some sort of person in history that had a big impact and it still carries on today, or to some degree. But anyways, yeah, that's the little name history there. We can go into higher depth, and I take my sweet time picking names. Alrighty, commentary. Not quite yet. I still want to talk about this. Zacian is going to be an absolute asset to your team, but you need to play it correctly. Throwing the close combat right when you get it, or building up to 2, is, going to help you, and it really depends on the situation, but I'm going to show you how to throw it and when you should throw it. So this is an unfortunate situation. You're throwing a whole close combat to get rid of the Yveltal there with such a sliver of health. But we're in a good position here. As much as I wanted to shield up that Zacian so badly right there, but I knew that we just didn't have to do that because we can take the win if we just let it go, just like that, as you've seen there. All right, let's go ahead and get into it now. I could keep going like I usually do, but let's see what we have. We're met with an Obstagoon. This is going to be a good lead for us. Obstagoon, solid Pokemon, but it's just Kyogre. Surf, Waterfall. The Waterfall damage with Stab is just absolutely ridiculous, and I love it. And it's not even a good IV. They're swapping into Palkia, massively resisting the Surf here. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Zacian, which is going to be resisting their, looks like, Dragon Tail. Aqua Tail is going to hurt us. More than likely they have Draco Meteor. You could run Fire Blast, but it doesn't matter. They're letting it go down immediately. We go for that play rough. No debuffs or anything, so we're looking good. Now let's talk about it specifically up against Melmetal here. What do you do with your Zacian? Now, I'm throwing the close combat because I'm in a comfortable position here, but what I'm going to recommend for you to do if you're in this matchup is let them throw their Rock Slide first, and then you can go ahead and go for those close combats, because after they have thrown their rock slide, unless they built up to 2, but even in that case still, you're going to able them to release their energy and not do as much damage with that debuff that you're going to be giving yourself. So like I said, I didn't go by the playbook for this specific one, but you're going to see it later down the line. So they're going to go for that superpower. They're bringing in, I was going to say Excadrill, Obstagoon, and they're countering us down. All this has been calculated, okay? I'm not saying I'm some super science supercomputer over here, but when you play enough GBL, all these things come together to you, and you immediately think about what you do next. What's the next step? 10 steps ahead, 20 steps ahead is a little bit much, but usually 10 steps, right? Next battle, let's go. Mewtwo, comfortable, like it. Everything behind here, it's going to be okay, right? It's still going to be okay. So this is not too bad of a situation here, but I got to start thinking about what's in the back. You have a Mewtwo, potentially something steel, weak to fighting. So they got the Mewtwo up in the front. So we need to think about the Excadrill. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and shield this up. They're going to just let their Mewtwo go down, which is okay. Makes me think that they have plenty of counters to this, and there it is, Giratina coming in, and we're going to go ahead and swap into our Excadrill so they don't get too much farm here. Plus, we're not doing very effective damage with our Kyogre. Swapping into the Excadrill is what I want to do here. They're going for Ominous Wind. We could have went Zacian, but I don't want to go straight counter right away. Since they're not swapping, I'm thinking that they have a Steel type, and Zacian is still going to be good up against those, even though it is a Fairy type because of Snarl Close Combat. Such a stinking good combination here, folks. All right, so we're going down. We have one shield left. What are we going to do? Going with Zacian? I think we're going to go ahead and do that. As far as farming down at this point, that's not going to happen, unfortunately, because they're just going to be able to take us out. We're going to shield up that Shadow Ball. Last one, they have a Dialga in the back, Steel type. There you go. All right, so here we're going to go ahead and go for the close combat. We have 2 built up here. We want to get off both of them and then swap into the Kyogre and go Surf. Since the Giratina already used up all its energy, we don't have to worry about any sort of spam. Our quick move super effective on the Zacian, taking out the Dialga with not very effective. In comes the Giratina, or yeah, well, Giratina. I'm getting confused. Giratina, Dialga, I mix them up a lot, but I haven't been lately. So they're going for Shadow Ball. We survive and we get to the close combat. And this is obviously enough to take them out, not very effective, and looking good. This thing is putting in work. When I start getting comfortable with it, you have no idea. Well, you're going to have an idea here in just a moment. Well, you have been seeing the ideas, right? Okay, so we're met with a Garchomp for this next battle, and this is fine, because it is going to be part ground type. Also Dragon, so it's not super effective, but it is still doing a good amount of damage. We're getting a shield out of them right away. Fantastic. We're going to go ahead and let this go. It is just a Sand Tomb, so good thing we let it. But we will be shielding up the next one. If they want to double shield their Garchomp, by all means, you can go shieldless. I will love to see that. They're not going to be able to take us out with Dragon Tail. Getting to another Surf here. And do you shield? They swapped the catch with a Lugia. So we're going to go ahead and bring in that Excadrill, and it's time to go to Rock Slide Town here. Going to go ahead and hit him with the first one. Now, Lugia is a boss. It's just a boss. It's just a good Pokemon, tanky. And yeah, so we don't have to really worry about the charge moves. Technically, Aeroblast now will, I think, KO us. Let's see. Aeroblast. Oh, not quite. Almost. And they're farming us down with Dragon Tail. That's okay, because they don't have enough to get to another charge move. We're going to go ahead and just bring in Zacian and just farm him down with Snarl. Super effective damage here. Now, you could run other moves, but I just personally am comfortable with this one currently. So here we go with the Melmetal. Fairy type versus Melmetal. Now, the thing about Zacian is it's a lot different than the other fairies, because usually those other fairy types are relying pretty much on charm, right? It's all about the charm. But with this one, it's completely different, and it's going to be able to take on these steel types and not have to wait about a half a day to get to Flamethrower. So they're going to be catching that. That's fine. Swapping into Kyogre to refresh our stats, and that's another tip I'm going to be giving you, folks. Make sure maybe you can hold on to one Pokemon with a little bit of health left, or just any Pokemon, so you can swap and refresh those stats when you do go for a close combat. It is going to help you out immensely, as you see here, taking the win with a shield left. Let's go. So Melmetal has a new threat in town, and that is going to be Zacian. For the next battle, we're met with a Dialga. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Zacian. Now, if you're thinking, whoa, that's kind of hard counter. Not really. The Excadrill is. Well, it's squishy, but it's more of a hard counter than this. So that's perfectly fine. They're bringing in Excadrill themselves, and here we go with this freaking close combat. I can't, get over the fact how fun this thing is to run. Absolutely amazing. Anybody sleeping on it, by all means, you do you. But it is a fantastic Pokemon. If you're not into PvP, Well, you probably don't want to make one. I'm just going to just straight up tell you that. It's really not good for raids. Simple as that. Yes, when it gets its crowned form, it's going to be a whole nother story when it picks up a steel typing. But for now, we've got the pure fairy typing, and you don't want to use it for raids, okay? So they're catching a close combat. Very nice, I must say. We're still doing some good damage to that Mewtwo, though. And we are shieldless at this point. Getting a Psy Strike through. Things are getting a little sweaty. Going to be able to get to this Surf here, but they are also shieldless, so it's not quite over yet. Taking out that Mewtwo. Let's keep it going here. What you going to come back in here with? We're looking pretty stinking good. We've got a full Excadrill back there, and they're coming in with Dialga. So that wasn't too much farm. That's actually perfect. What we want to do is go Excadrill. We have to worry about a Draco, but they're not going to get to a Draco before we can... I don't think this is... Okay, I'm so stupid. I'm just running my mouth. I wasn't paying attention on the energy. So they're bringing in their Excadrill. We're going for it. Swapping into Zacian. Immediately going for close combat, folks. Is this going to be enough? Is this going to do it? And it does. Taking the win. So if you're ever confused when shields are down, close combat or play rough, go close combat if you know it's going to KO, because it's straight super effective as opposed to just neutral. Unfortunately, the close combat is not getting stab, but it's just more effective. So we have a Lugia lead here. Now we can trying to bluff a Blizzard or a Thunder here, but they said, I don't really care, and I know you're not going to, so good call. Gonna go ahead and go for Surf. Now, what do we do here? Shield up and farm down? I think we're going to go ahead and do that. It is an Aeroblast, so a good call to use a bunch of energy there. But they still have 2 shields. So let's see what's going to happen here. We still have full health Zacian, full health Excadrill. Let's get it. They're bringing in their own Kyogre here. Now, I'm getting a little nervous because Excadrill in the back is not going to want to see that at all. I'm hoping we're going to survive this, and we go down with energy. That sucks. Bringing in Zacian, it's going to have to take control completely of the situation, and I'm looking to go for the play rough because I do not want to debuff my defense yet because, well, I'm just going to say Surf. Waterfall is just going to be doing way too much. They're going to be shielding it up, using that first shield, and if you're thinking, whoa, this doesn't look too good. No, it doesn't. It doesn't look good at all. I think this may be my first loss here. Getting the close combat, swapping into Excadrill, and yeah, I think this is all she wrote, folks. And we are going to take a loss here. I back out. Yeah, that's my first loss with this team today. All right, into the next battle here. Good game to my last opponent. Good game to everybody. Met with a completely hard counter, a Palkia. All right, Water Dragon, swapping into Zacian. They're going to be going into Lugia, and we're going to go ahead and go for that play rough. Now, this is going to be an obvious place where you're going to want Wild Charge. But at the same time, it's like, if you have Wild Charge and Close Combat, double debuff, it's like straight kamikaze. You got to look out. And Pokemon with moves like that are very dangerous to use. And it's going to require you to very much so think about what you're doing and not just throw based on, I think it's good right now, or I think I should do this. You're going to have to calculate it, or else you're going to just straight lose. And you're going to probably think this Pokemon is bad if you keep running into bad situations. But don't think that, because this thing is amazing. Swapping into Kyogre, trying to take him out before they get off any sort of energy. But they're bringing in Palkia here. Now, the only thing that I can see I can do at this point is just letting these go and then going straight for the Blizzard. I'm pretty surprised I'm actually able to get this before they're able to hit another Aqua Tail. And we're going to go ahead and KO, which is big. We needed that thing out of here. Down goes Lugia. What you got in the back? Oh, an Excadrill. No wonder they bring it in. And I wanted to shield this. I really did, to just go for Surf, but they have a shield as well. They could have matched us. So what we're going to do is just bring in Zacian here and kind of have them use up their energy. And then bring in the Excadrill. We should be ahead up on them on energy. And I'm looking at the CP to see who is going to be better. I think he is a higher one. I couldn't quite see there. Shielding this up. And it's coming down to the wire here. And as you can see, now I stopped the video to take a look at the CPs. Theirs is better. They have a better one. And our horrible IV is still taking the win. Come get some. Let's go. That's not the only example. We'll see that plenty of times throughout this video here. Am I advocating for powering up garbage IVs? No. But at the same time, don't give Niantic hundreds of dollars in search of the perfect. I mean, if you want, go all out. I'm not trying to tell you. I'm just, I say this and then I'll probably get attacked for that. What do you mean? You don't want me to get the perfect? At the same time, you got, half people playing, well, not even half, it's like a small percentage people saying boycott. So it's like I've said before, you can't win no matter what I say. If I choose left when they want me to go left, it's still wrong. Why did you go left, but you were in the wrong spot on the left side? So why are you doing that? So you just don't worry about it. So powering up Pokemon that are not 100, Perfectly fine. As you can see here, we're still putting in that work. Bringing in Kyogre up against the Ho-Oh. Going Brave Bird, doing a lot of damage. We're still holding on to shields. We got to put all of our hope into this Excadrill here. They're going to have a Dialga. We're going to go ahead and swap into it. Little squishy thing taking a bunch of damage from those quick moves. And let's see how this plays out. They're going to be using their last shield. Sounds good to me. Now, I think we are going to be shielding this up because we just can't risk it at this point. It is an ominous win. I wouldn't really call that a bait, but it is, you know, it's still going to do damage. I got to shield up whatever at this point. Getting another drill run through. Fantastic. And we are up against a shieldless opponent here. So I think shield this up again. And it is an ominous win. So I'm just going to go straight for this in case they get to another one. Not counting. Don't care. Going to go I'm all trying to say all these strategies. I don't count. We catch this Iron Head. We needed to do that. Okay. Yeah, we're Steel-type Excadrill, but it's still squishy. So what made me fear losing here was their Undertap. That was a skilled move. Now they're going to be able to farm extra energy and hit us with a charge move. But in comes the super spammy Excadrill with energy, going for the drill run, taking the win. Wow. Did you see what I'm talking about? This could have been a showcase of how good Excadrill is, right? Next battle, we're met with the Mewtwo. Fantastic. I love to see it. I really do. All right, so we're just going to hold the line here. Got some nice lag. Oh, I love it. You know, it's so fun when it lags like that because if Mewtwo can get in like 3, 4, you know, laggy Psycho Cut boosts attacks, well, you're going to be super screwed. They're going for the Psy Strike, of course. And I don't know what's going on here. Maybe it's the game is helping me combat the lag that we had. Okay. Maybe I thought they were trying to do a strategy by like letting me win that, because what's going to happen here, they come in with the Giratina and they farm me up like crazy. So I just go for Surf just to do damage here. I'm not going to retreat because then I'll be locked. We're better off just waiting and going in with the Zacian. All right, so we're good to go here. Everybody messes up once in a while. I don't know if that's the strategy they were trying to do, but I'm still technically not out of the clear. Sure, we have 2 shields. I think I actually win this with 2 shields. Play rough. Let's go. Goodbye, Giratina. What you got in the back? Oh, Dialga. Hello there, sir. And then he backs out. We take the win. Zacian. What a disgusting beast. Well, it's not even disgusting. You know what I mean when I say that. Disgusting means absolutely crazy good. All right, so we have Giratina. Bad lead. Swapping into Excadrill. Because you don't want to go straight hard counter. If you ever see me doing that, it's probably by accident, right? Unless I'm super comfortable, I 100% know what team they're running, which you're not a psychic. You just because you see the first Pokemon, you can't call entire team, right? You can make an assumption, but anyways, we have a no shield here, straight up. I just said, nah. Yeah, ominous win. Calling it. Very good. We're going to be able to get to another drill run here. This will KO the Giratina if they let it go. Let's see if they do. They're shielding it up. Sounds good. Using both shields. Come out of it with energy, though. So what we want to do is go in here with Zacian. They're going to be instantly swapping into Melmetal. Now we can look at the example I was talking about. Let this go. They're just throwing right away, going for a Rock Slide. They're wasting no time at all, and that's great. We're going to go ahead and go for the close combat here. Could have maybe built up to 2. Could have maybe built up to... Oh, we're swap. Okay, that's... Okay. I stand corrected. See, you got... Man, I'm in the zone when I'm playing this game, so this is fantastic. Going for superpower, lowering their defense, taking them out even easier. Bringing in the Giratina. This is not very effective, but any damage is better than no damage, and it is adding up, and that is not just a little tickle with a feather. It actually did a good chunk of health. So we're going to shield this up just because, I don't know. And we're going to get taken out here by Shadow Ball, going with Zacian, and I do believe Quick Move it down. Oh, wow, what am I doing? I'm spacing out that they had a whole nother Pokemon. Okay, look, I haven't even eaten breakfast. I haven't even eaten lunch, and it's already 4 o'clock, okay? So give me a little bit of a break. We're taking that win. Freaking awesome. Love this thing. So yeah, I need to decide what I need to eat today. It is payday, so I'm probably going to get a steak dinner or something. Somebody asked, am I a vegetarian, because I mentioned a veggie burger on Twitter, because I went to Burger King, and... I am somebody who does not like to eat fast food, okay? But Burger King is a little different for me when I get the veggie burger. Taco Bell when I'm really hungry, because I get black beans. I don't get any meat. I'm not a vegetarian. I will eat vegan-ish if I can, right? To some degree. I know going and getting a veggie burger is not like vegan. You get cheese on there or whatever, but as much as I can stay away from the real meat, I will. But I absolutely love it. And so what happened was, I went to Burger King and I asked for the veggie burger or whatever, which by the way is pretty good. And you know what they gave me? I knew the bag felt really heavy, and it's really annoying too because I took Athena to a park and I was just going to eat it there. I don't usually just eat my food out at a random place at a park like that. I'll bring it home or something. So I get to the park, I open it up, and I'm looking at the package, and the thing is like soaked in grease, and I'm thinking, okay, well the order's wrong. What the hell did they give me here? And I look in there, and I don't know if they did this on purpose. I mean, I've never done anything to them. I've been going to this place ever since I was like 5, and I'm 35 now, so a long time, right? But I stopped going for many years because I just completely cut out fast food from my life. But lazily, yeah, kind of lazily lately. So you want to hear what they gave me? I open it up and it's stacked with bacon, like more than usual. It looks like somebody who asked for extra bacon and 2 real meat patties. Like anybody who's a vegan and saw that would probably just want to puke. All right. Personally, for me, I don't like the bacon. Like bacon is good and all, but sometimes I'm just like, eh. And double meat patties, I always found that to be overkill for burgers. I mean, do you really need all that? Like, come on, that's disgusting. But if that's you, you do you. So what happened was I took one of the patties, I just threw it out. Just threw it in like the grass, and I gave the bacon to Athena. She was freaking going nuts. She was like, what is this deliciousness you're giving me right now? And I ate it because, like I said, I'm not a complete vegan or nothing. But how do you like that story? I saw you guys a comment that got upvoted quite significantly, and I just hearted it. A little busy. I would have done it sooner. But it was somebody saying that they love how I go off topic and then catch up to the battles. And when we have a 30-minute video of straight battles here that are at a ×2 speed with so many battles and so many examples, it's nice to take a little bit of a break to talk about something else. I mean, when you keep talking about this here, sure. But anyways, there you go. We stretched that out way longer than I wanted to talk about. All right, back into the commentary. Up against Palkia. Zacian, I'm having a blast. I love it. So shielding up that Aqua Tail. And this is a straight close combat moment. And unless there's a very specific situation in where you needed that energy and they had no shields, you can take them out and then swap to refresh it. But we're just going to straight go play rough. And in comes the Groudon. We're going to shield this Fire Punch up. I got a little nervous here because as far as I remember, I was yapping my mouth off. But when I was battling, I thought they had a lot of energy built up. So good stuff. Into the next one, we're met with a Dialga. Got to swap instantly into our Zacian here. Like I described, this is not hard counter. Like it is a hard counter to some degree, but Iron Head, it's going to one-shot you. So you just got to look out. So they're swapping. Great. Good. Always be careful to not throw. Be cautious. Wait a second to see what's going on here. Now, about the whole Melmetal situation, when you're going up against a Melmetal, if it requires you to overfarm and then get into the point of 100 energy and keep farming, and you're just wasting energy at that point because you're not gaining it, I would recommend to see how long they go. If they're trying to build up to 2 Rock Slides, okay, let them throw it because they're not going to keep doing that. There might be a few people out there just because they're just, annoying that'll keep on farming you because you're not throwing. But for the most part, just wait for them to throw the first Rock Slide and then go close combat. If you can get 2 shields, you're looking good. Or if you get 1 shield or whatever the case, or take them out. Anyways, coming back in here with Excadrill. Now this is the hard counter. And man, oh man, do I love Shiny Dialga. Such an awesome looking thing. I love that green and then that kind of like emerald on it, the undertone of it. So good looking, a teal color. Very nice shiny. All right, so we're going to go ahead and shield that up because we just want to preserve it. And they're swapping into Giratina. Do you see what's going to happen here? Okay. Yeah, not enough to take him out. They're going to KO us here. Yeah, it's doing a lot of damage. It's just not enough to take him out, though. It's fine. Going in with Excadrill, farming a little bit more, going for Rock Slide just because I want to. And then we're going to build up to that Drill Run with one more quick move and take out the Dialga. Let's go, Excadrill, the power of Excadrill. Forget legendaries, it's all about this little mole here. It's truly a good Pokemon. Next battle, we have a Kyogre mirror match, and this is what I was talking about all along. Is that 100? I'm pretty sure it is. So watch what happens here. There's no difference. Oh, you think it's so much better having 100 in the mirror match? Well, I'm going to show you a little example. It's still not really. Okay, this is why I advocate for just power up a Pokemon if it's a 98, 90 something. Okay, maybe make sure you have 15 in attack. Mine don't. Well, the Excadrill does. Everything else is booty, as you've seen in the beginning. But we're still pulling off here. Now, this is an interesting battle. You're going to see why after this. So we have a double KO with 100. Okay, there you go. All right. And that's not saying, you know, oh, you don't need 100. They're just garbage compared to the other ones. You know, it doesn't make any difference. I mean, they help in some situations. Okay, so let's not get it twisted. So we're met with another mirror match. Are you... I'm thinking, wow, do you have a Zacian in the bag too? Because this is going to be an epic battle to upload if you do. Nonetheless, it's still a great kind of comparison here. And that Excadrill has better IVs than me. Let me see here. Okay, we're shielding that up. So we're sitting at 2. Yeah, it's a little better. So again, look. All right, I do believe we were able to get energy advantage, maybe one quick move. So they catch a Drill Run with their Zekrom, which is taking super effective from ground. We're swapping into our Zacian here. And I'm going to quick move down. Got a little nervous, thought I didn't think I can do it. But in comes Excadrill, and if you're thinking, whoa, you just wasted all that energy. Nope, I didn't. We have a plan, master plan, going in with Excadrill and Drill Run. Let's go. They didn't even take it. They said no. Hey, I'm on board with that. Trust me, I've done it before. Rage quit as they're getting off the charge move. Like, no, you're not taking the real victory. Now we have the last battle, folks. Make sure you hit that like button if you did enjoy this video. I love making these for you, and I know a lot of you enjoy seeing them. Now, this battle is kind of self-explanatory, I think, but I just want to give you my final thoughts here because, you know, with this whole people saying they're not going to play as much, and that's fine, right? And if you're not playing as much and if you want to cut down but still play, go ahead. I'm not going to say you're a hypocrite. That just means you just want to cut down. But if you're out here screaming and hollering and looking for clout on Twitter, and then you're going to go back to playing a bunch, that's where your hypocrisy comes in. But if you're one of the people that says, you know, I'll be a part of it, I'll kind of stop spinning a little bit, fine, do what you got to do. That's perfectly fine. People keep twisting my words and making it seem like you're against this movement. Like, stop acting like this movement is the biggest thing in the world. It's a freaking Pokemon game. Come on, give me a break, right? So, sorry, I was about to go into a deep rant. As you could tell, the voice starts getting a little bit more aggressive. So, Zacian is a keeper. That's it. After today, I'm 100% convinced you'll want one. As far as XL, I don't say that quite yet. But as far as just, you know, going and getting regular candies just because it's a new legendary, I say go for it. The thing is damn good. And if you have bad odds and bad matchups for a while, keep giving it a shot, make a good team, and keep giving it a try because it will pull through for you. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!